Who are you? This is Garifland, no place for human children to play at games. They are wayfarers. They bring no harm. I saw them cross the Osmond Plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plain troubled them none at all. You ventured upon the plains alone, war chief, again. What business have you with the Garif? I have a stone. You may pass. These days see many humans wandering through our lands. Really? Anyways, hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. Let's find out what these men are on about, are we? I've not made instructions. I'm Supinello, the war chief of the village. We Garif have been friends to all since long ago. However, lately the human world is much in toil. It is in much turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. As war chief and protector of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I see, so you too have come to ask about the Nethicite. You must speak with the elders. Though our masks may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes, listen with your ears. I shall indeed do that. But it's truly not hard to figure out where the elders are. They would be, you know, way the fuck over here. If you learn of the stones, perhaps if you ask the elders, they might have wisdom for you. Oh, okay, that's fine. These guys. Many people come to our village of late. Once again, we can bring medicinal herbs and the fine cheese of the Nana to the people of Geysa. When the rains have lifted, I will do this. Ah, that'd be nice. So wood to the southeast where the mist is incredibly thick. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy upgrades for my weapons and stuff. Merely bearing one of these on your person aids in the retrieval of objects from the foes you defeat. Different monographs for different persuasions of adventurer. As a merchant, I would love one. If only I knew where it might be found. Oh, a traveler. Well, why, yes, I am. Warrior. Elders. It is a word I hear quite often of late, though I know not why, nor do I know anything of this stone. So too did I tell the human child who asked me before. I'm sorry, ask another of the elders, perhaps they will know. How about you? It's the guy's brother. He often goes to the plains alone. Why, when the others surely wish to train with him? He is stubborn this way. Your pardon, I have spoken of a personal matter. Please forget it. You have business with the elders, yes? Well, I thought you were an elder, but yes. Hello? Warrior. Was the High Chief. Geomancer. High Chief, you got anything for me? More humans come to visit us. A little bigger this time, but no matter. You need not tell me anything. I know you've come to our village to learn of the stones. We Garif have knowledge of this, passed down from father to son, mother to daughter. Some of it remains, some have been lost in the history sands. He knows nothing of the stone. You must speak to the great chief. He alone holds the deep knowledge of these things. He alone remembers the tellings. Cross the bridge to the north, and there you will find him. There are watchers at the bridge, so I think it's best to speak with the war chief. Give this to the war chief for me. Sure. There is no rush. When you next happen to meet him, give it to him then. May you find all the answers you seek. You speak? You seek. I was pretty sure the war chief was over here anyways. The High Chief has given this to me. I shall receive it. I thank you for bringing it to me. Do not tell me it is written clear upon your face, so even the High Chief could not help. And you must meet with the Great Chief. The Great Chief may know something that would aid you, yet arranging an audience may be quite difficult. Please tell your Great Chief that I am of the royal line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of the Dynast King Wraithwall. If the Garif have passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know of the Nethicite that the Dynast King once held. I have no proof of the heritage. Looked into your eyes and seen that you speak the truth, human child. I give you my trust. The Great Chief is ahead across the bridge.
This nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omases. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rassler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Jagd Remuda. Once we're in Jagd, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Jagd right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Jagd. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
going to love this one.
We can win this!
I never miss. Please.
My regards!
You're going to love this one.
I must be strong.
Got a surprise for you. Got a surprise for you. Got a surprise for you. Got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet, never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope for a future where we can
Not
join
that bad,
hands
am I?
as brothers.
Good feeling.
Larson, please. This is serious.
I'm sorry. Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
Your honor reminds me of Zect 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Zect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so. He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
But could we bear him? Zargabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vane's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
What is it?
The jungle denies us our passage.
What have we done?
We? No. I.
What's that mean? How are we supposed to get through that?
Making an appearance?
Come on, I'm talking over here.
I thought you'd left for good.
Hey!
Our choices are few.
Friend? Balthier!
This is as much for you as it is me.
Oh?
You are ill at ease. The Nethersite troubles you. You've let your eyes betray your heart.
Right.
What are you doing?
Soon you will learn.
Whoa.
We go to seek aid of the Viera who dwell ahead.
I bet they'll be glad to see you after so long.
I am unwelcome, an unsought guest in their wood.
And so with that, we now reach Fran's home village, which should be interesting. But with that, we're gonna leave. God, it's a great visual effect on that wall over there. We're gonna leave that one here and continue off from this next spot, because we've still got a few cutscenes to go in the village, and then another boss we need to go take down. But we'll leave all that for next time. I'll see you guys later. See you then. Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. Heading into the village that Fran comes from. Time to meet the family, I suppose.
In the village ahead, you will find her, Mjern. Bring her to me. She will know why you call her.